Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Helium 10 Weekly Buzz. My name is Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that we get you familiar with the latest news in Amazon and the e-commerce space. We interview people in the industry you need to hear from. We give different tips that will help you in your Amazon and Walmart journey, and we give you serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. So let's go ahead and see what's buzzing this week. Now, this week, we got a jam-packed episode. We're going to be talking about the news of the week, but we're also going to give something new, a Freedom Ticket tip of the week. You know, Freedom Ticket is our training program here at Amazon, and we have a PPC tip that we're actually going to give you guys today. We also have a pro training tip from Helium 10 using Black Box and how you can use it in order to analyze frequently bought together on Amazon. And frequently bought together is not just what you think it might be used for. There's a lot of other uses, and so we're going to go over that as well. And make sure to stay to the end because I've got a special bonus possibility for me to send you guys either a Helium 10 microphone or a Helium 10 backpack. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into the news. Now, the first story of the day is we've got Prime Day influencers. Now, this was a story from Modern Retail. And basically what they were saying in this story was that Amazon this year in 2022 for Prime Day, which as we know is coming up next week, is placing a heavy emphasis on their influencers to promote it, you know, especially through their affiliate network, be it through Amazon Live or just straight affiliate links. They even had a couple of events recently where they invited influencers out, bigger influencers in the space, and they even gave them a sneak peek at some of the Prime Day deals that were going to go down so that they can hopefully, you know, maybe get interested in promoting this. Now, this might not seem new, you know, to you guys, but it's something that Amazon is really banking on, according to this article, for this year's Prime Day. Now, interestingly enough, I just recorded the podcast. It's not going to air for another week or so with an influencer in this space, Gracie. And she's not an Amazon seller at all, but it was interesting to interview her and understand how this process works. And it's actually a lot of the deals that she does and she promotes either in Amazon Live or just in TikTok or Instagram or other places, they're not from Amazon sellers who are reaching out to her in order to promote their products. A lot of them, she just finds interesting products or interesting deals on her own, knowing that she's going to get that commission from Amazon, from the affiliate network. And so she just puts it up on her channel. And if you guys think that influencers might not have a big impact on Amazon sales, she told me that one leggings that she promoted in one weekend did 6 figures of revenue. So look out, guys. Hopefully you've maybe made some deals or, using the new Helium 10 attribution tool to create some links to get some influencers on board for Prime Day. But even if you haven't done that, there's a chance that there's influencers out there who are going to promote your products if you have a deal going for Prime Day. The next news article, just a quick one. If you're selling in Amazon Canada as of this week, you guys now have access to something that those in the United States have had for a while, and that's Manage Your Experiments. Now, Manage Your Experiments is kind of like a A/B split testing software built into Amazon where you can split test things like your A+ content, your title, and image and things like that. So this is something you guys should take advantage of if you want to get some unique insights into the performance of different titles. But remember, if you don't like doing your split testing on a live listing on Amazon, which is what Manage Your Experiments does, make sure to use Helium 10 Audience powered by PickFu, where you can actually get Prime members to vote and give you feedback on certain things, not just your title, not just your images, but price points and keywords and anything that you might want. So, check out Helium 10 Audience for that. All right, that was it for the news today. There's actually not that much news buzzing around in the world. We're going to do something that we haven't done before, and it's something that we're going to have ongoing. And we want to give you guys a tip of the week that is based on a Freedom Ticket. Freedom Ticket is our training program that all Helium 10 members have access to. And this particular clip was from PPC expert Mina Elias, where he talks about some naming conventions. But I'm going to go ahead and let Carrie introduce this clip.
I've been selling on Amazon since 2016, and up until this point, I've actually had other people manage my pay-per-click advertising. But I actually wanted to start learning how to create my own PPC campaigns, so I've actually started creating my own PPC campaigns, and they've done pretty well. However, I didn't really take the time to take a look at how I should name them. So they're a little bit messy right now. So I wanted to learn, how do I name campaigns to keep them organized so that I can easily find them in the future, and also just so that I can keep track of everything. And so I wanted to show you this clip in Freedom Ticket by PPC expert Mina Elias, and he talks about the best practices for naming your PPC campaign. So let's go ahead and take a look.
So campaign nomenclature, why is it so important? As you can see here, you have all of your different campaigns. What if I want to say, what's the performance of just the celery product? And yeah, maybe it's they're in the portfolio, but if you want to do it quickly, you can just type in SC here. Now, you'll notice that for my campaigns for celery, I always have SC, Simply Celery, the code right at the beginning. Now, this code will help me identify that this is the Simply Celery product right here, right at the beginning, and I can figure out what it is. Now, in other cases, for example, let's see, SD, here we go. Again, I can figure out right away, this is the performance for SD. So you notice right here, ROAS is 1.13. So the SD performance is really bad. Meanwhile, the SC performance is really good. So just a couple things to keep in mind when we're doing the campaign nomenclature. Number one, the code at the beginning, SCSD, it's always important to have a product code. Some people like to do ASIN. The problem with ASIN, or the problem with SKU, is you're not going to memorize codes. It's already hard enough to memorize your phone number. Why do you want a code in the beginning of your campaign name? Just make it something simple. SD, Simply Detox. Very simple, very easy to remember, and you can right away figure out what product it's for. Now, always do space dash space, because if you don't do the space dash space, sometimes you can have SD and it can be connected to something and then it doesn't show up. So just always have a space in there, makes things easy. Now next, what are some other things you can include in your campaign names that will help differentiate it? Well, one, if it's auto campaign or if it's a manual campaign. If it's an auto campaign, it has 4 different targeting groups: close match, loose match, complements, and substitutes. So it's good to, if you're gonna separate the auto campaign into each separate targeting group, you can mention the targeting group. If you're gonna have the auto campaign all lumped up, then you can say, all targeting groups, something like that. Again, the goal is, if I read this, I can right away figure out what's going on. Now, if it's manual, if it's going to be either keyword targeting or ASIN targeting or product targeting. So if it's a keyword targeting, we have 3 different match types. We have exact match, phrase match, and broad match. All things that you want to mention, because when you look at that campaign name, you can right away figure out what that campaign is doing. Another important reason is, for example, if I type in here SC, you'll see that I'm targeting celery power. So even if this campaign doesn't have a really good ROAS, which it does now, but if it doesn't, I might be okay with a lower ROAS because I'm targeting a big competitor, and I always want to show up under that big competitor. You could be doing this because targeting a big competitor is giving you relevancy or is showing you to the exact audience that you want to show. There's many different reasons, but sometimes you're gonna create campaigns where you're okay losing a little bit of money. If you don't know why this campaign is not profitable and you have no idea what's in this campaign, you have to manually click in here, and then once you're in, you have to, again, these are your ad groups, and you have the different ad groups. You have to click on the ad group. Once you're in the ad group, you have to click on the targeting, and finally, now that you're in the targeting, you figure out what this is. It's targeting one ASIN, and then you have to copy this ASIN, go to Amazon.com, search the ASIN, and then finally figure out what I knew right off the bat, which is targeting celery power, which is a big competitor. So you would have spent 5 minutes doing something that your campaign name could have given you in 2 seconds.
All right, so guys, make sure to check out that full clip or that full module in Freedom Ticket week 10. All right. And again, if you're not a Helium 10 member, go ahead and sign up now. Use the discount code SSP10. You can save 10% off for lifetime your membership to Helium 10. And even with our base platinum plan or even our starter plan, you get access to Freedom Ticket. Now, I wanted to do a pro training tip that I think is important, because a lot of people, sometimes they get too laser focused on their own product on Amazon, and they don't see what the competition is doing, or maybe they only look at the keywords of what their competitors are doing, or they only look at the PPC. But let's talk about frequently bought together. Now, first of all, if you're not familiar, let's look at what frequently bought together is. All right, so let's say I'm selling a coffin shelf, or I'm thinking of selling a coffin shelf. Let's go ahead and look at the Amazon's Choice. Not the Project X coffin shelf, unfortunately, doesn't have Amazon's Choice anymore. It's this other one here who are just doing a fire sale, it looks like, on coffin shelves. So let me just go ahead and click this. $19. Oh my goodness, it's like an early Prime Day here. And if I scroll down here and take a look here, where you see it says buy it with. So basically what this is Amazon is telling customers that, hey, we show a history of in the same shopping cart experience. This is important. You know, there used to be a feature here that almost is not here anymore called a customer also bought. That was a little bit different. But when you see it in the buy it with or frequently bought together, basically this means that in the same shopping cart experience, somebody put this in their shopping cart, the main coffin shelf, and it looks like they put this bat shelf and then they checked out in the same experience. Or they put this makeup coffin shelf, it looks like. All right. Now, just right off the bat, even if you don't have Helium 10, this is valuable information for a number of reasons. Number one, you can look at this and be like, okay, hey, I want to go ahead and target, if I have a coffin shelf, I'm going to target this makeup coffin shelf as well in my product targeting in PPC. Or I'm going to target this bat shelf in PPC, right? And then I know that I don't have to guess that there's some history that, oh, maybe somebody who buys a coffin shelf might be interested in this. No, like Amazon is telling me that there literally is a subset of customers who are buying this together. So it's going to be relevant. All right. And then if I do that in product targeting, my ads might start showing up here on the bottom of the page. They might, if somebody goes to my page, they might start following me around Amazon, these different ads, even on keyword searches. There's a lot of opportunity for that. But the other thing is you get interesting product line extension ideas as well, right? Like if my brand is Manny's Mysterious Oddities and I look at frequently bought together and I see, hey, there's other coffin shelves where people are buying now a bat shelf with it. If you think about it, would a bat shelf be appropriate for Manny's Mysterious Oddities? Sure. Would a coffin-shaped makeup shelf be something that I could use as a product line extension? Sure. All right. So this is giving me ideas on other things that I might be able to sell. Now, as I'm looking here at this screen, I can only see two products here, right? But this actually rotates throughout the month. So let me show you guys what to do. You would copy the ASIN from this target listing, and you could even do this on your own listing. And I would go to Black Box and I would hit the tab right here called product targeting. Now, once I paste the ASIN here, go ahead and do that and press space, and then I press search. What it's going to do is it's going to find me products that if there was a customer also bought, it would show here. But the two main things that it's showing right now, like I said, customer also bought is not used very much anymore, is frequently bought together and Amazon suggested. Let's go ahead and filter this out, first of all, for frequently bought together. And look, there are 12 items that show up here. Remember, on Amazon, I can only see 3. So, one option is that I just pay somebody every day to refresh the page for a month and hey, keep track of all the products you see. No, that's ain't nobody got time for that, right? So I'm looking here and look at all these different frequently bought together that now Helium 10 is showing me there was a history of. These are bats wall decor stickers. Look at that. Here are Black Magic Witch moon mirrors. Interesting. Here's a coffin-shaped key holder for keys. Here's a dream catcher. Here's a coffin-shaped mirror. Here, look at this, silicone coasters for drinks that are shaped like a spider web. All right, so there are tons of different products here that, again, the typical coffin shelf seller might not even know to target these in sponsored ad product targeting because they might not think it's that related. But now I have this insight where if I have a coffin shelf, I know all these different products that I can target And plus, I now have also product research ideas for potential line extensions for my Manny's Mysterious Oddities line. So, guys, this is a great feature. I had mentioned something else that this is showing. So if I actually hit this drop down and I hit the Amazon suggested, this is directly from Amazon. This is Amazon's algorithm telling you that, hey, if this was your coffin shelf, these are the products that we think, for whatever criteria they use, that you should target for in PPC product targeting ads. And you'll see different coffin shelves. There's an upside down bat shelf. There's a pink coffin shelf I'm looking at here. Here's a palm reader jewelry stand, some freaky things here. A moon shelf. Here's a triangle shelf. A lot of different things here. But this is directly coming from Amazon as far as what Amazon says, hey, if this is your product, this is what we think you should advertise for. So really interesting, guys. Is an underused kind of feature of Helium 10. Make sure to take your competitors' ASINs and stick it into black box for product targeting and get this information and then go out and actually use it. All right. Lastly, I said I would have a special for you guys who stuck to the end. So you guys know all about Sell and Scale Summit. But what I wanted to do is until next Wednesday, until the next weekly buzz, I want to give you guys an opportunity. Go to this link that you see linked to below, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's h10.me/S3. What I want you guys to do is actually sign up for Sell and Scale Summit in September using my discount code of S3BS100. And if you do so, and then you show it to customer service that from today, which is July 6th, through until the next weekly buzz comes out, which is July 13th, if you register in this time frame and show customer service the proof that you did, and make sure to use this coupon code too, I'm going to personally send you either a Helium 10 microphone or Helium 10 backpack, both valued at over $70. All right. So there's an extra bonus. Not only do you get $100 off by using this discount code, but I'm going to personally send you the Helium 10 microphone or the Helium 10 backpack. And then I want you guys to actually take that back. If you choose the backpack, I want you to bring that backpack to Sell and Scale Summit and then show it to me. Or if you do the microphone, I want you to bring that microphone and I'm going to have you come on as a guest. I'm going to record like a little mini podcast probably on site like I did at the Prosper Show. So I want you guys to take that microphone and use it to record you on the podcast for Sell and Scale Summit. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week for the Weekly Buzz. We will see you guys next week.